Hello, YouTube. It's your host Axel Rose, the Shogun with the slogan, and we are now rocking with some. We're now rocking with some awesomeness, people. You're now watching MVP Magazine. If you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, because we always rock some greatness. But let me put it on Give Me a Balanced Experience. My real game for the moment right now is in Give Me a Challenge. That's how we be getting down. But because I'm going to be talking right now and I'm going to be playing at the same time, I'm going to put it on Balanced Experience. Alright, let me get that disclaimer out of the way. But yes, people, this is just a quick video to talk about God of War. Now, originally I got this game before release and stuff like that, but I was really busy and stuff like that, so I just sold it straight up. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not because I thought the game was bad or anything. It's just like I literally just didn't want to be distracted and stuff, because I knew if I had like God of War here, I would have been doing this instead of, you know, working. But yeah, so now I'm finally playing the game, and what I saw a lot of Xbox saying is that this game was similar to Ryse as far as combat and gameplay. And from the, like, let's say, oh, look at that, come on, Kratos, that's your boy Kratos, man. Like, Maximus or whatever his name was cool, but he didn't have the charisma and the menacing atmosphere, the foreboding nature of our boy Kratos de Santos. That's what we call him out here in London. We call him Kratos de Santos Macastes. Okay? So when you hear me say that's our boy Santos, you know I'm talking about Kratos. So anyway, now, I'm not gonna lie, when you do look at Ryse and God of War back to back initially, apart from the stunning visuals of God of War, I'm not gonna lie, Ryse is a very good looking game. Like, it did get a lot of hate back when it was released and stuff, because as far as gameplay was concerned, it didn't have that much variety, even though it was still fun. But graphically it was a great game, but it's just not on the same level as this. I mean, we can say this, you know, I'm playing this on a PlayStation Pro. It looks fantastic. It may not be 4K, yada yada yada, all that nonsense, but it looks remarkable. So graphically they're both great games. I'll give it up. I'll give it up to that. But as far as gameplay is concerned, especially because I'm not gonna lie, God of War had more of a wide angle camera, more like Devil May Cry, which is one of the games that it was inspired by. And yeah, now the action is more zoomed in closer on a character, and I reckon that does help because it gives the game more atmosphere, makes you feel closer to the character, and it just allows you to get, you know, a hang of just appreciate these gorgeous visuals at this closer angle. But if we be honest, the camera angle is similar to what was in Ryse. Now, as far as the way the game actually plays combat wise, now before I played this I didn't want to comment on it, you know, because I hadn't played the game, so I wouldn't exactly know how to give educated opinion. But now after playing it, because hey, I'm going to be honest once again. See, this isn't just going to be me poo-pooing all over the Xbox. No. I'm going to be honest. And to be honest, when you look, if you're a God of War fan, if you look at this new God of War, there's no way to deny that, you know, the gameplay, as far as combat, it has been changed. Now, I wouldn't say the combat has been changed to something that is exactly the same as, now usually, I'm not gonna lie, I take longer to go through this part because I love to admire the graphics and the scenery, but just no time, because we're gonna try and get to the action because we're talking. But yeah, as far as the actual gameplay and the mechanics, because yeah, so yes, to return to my initial point, the combat in this game is it has changed from what it was initially. David Jaffe has actually gone on record to say that one of his main complaints with the God of War series is that the combat system isn't as tight as Devil May Cry, and you can see from the first 2-3 games that that's exactly what they was going for with the whole aerial combat. But I'm not saying that they didn't do anything original, because they definitely did, with introducing QTEs and just the overall brutality of the combat in God of War. It was definitely its own thing, but I definitely respect David Jaffe for saying on camera that he's upset with God of War that the fighting system isn't as tight as Devil May Cry. So we always knew that there was something that the God of War franchise was trying to attain to, you know. We always knew that there was a level of scope and playability that they was going for, and I really respect David Jaffe. And the fact that they changed it and made it its own thing is actually kind of cool. It is actually kind of cool. Like, I've seen a lot of people comparing this to Demon Souls and whatnot, and I wouldn't go that far to say that this is like Bloodborne and stuff like that. Whilst maybe it's because the attack buttons are on the shoulders now rather than the face buttons, and I reckon you can change that. I think you can change that in the options. But yes, this combat system still, it feels like a kind of mixture between the old one and something new. It does. And I like, before, when I actually saw the videos and stuff, I wasn't too impressed. But actually getting my hands on it, it's awesome. And I've heard that there's upgrades. I haven't got to any of the upgrades yet. Like, so, woof. Like, I'm really excited for where this game could go. Like, they've definitely done a good job. Like, this game is so good, I'm actually wearing my glasses when I play it. And I can't always be bothered to do that because, you know, I work in front of the computer a lot and in front of a lot of screens, and so it's just a lot of wear and tear on my eyes. But yo, this game is awesome. This game is definitely awesome. And Ryse is a good game as well. Look, Ryse follows more, as far as gameplay and combat, it follows more from the Arkham Asylum school. Oh, look at our boy Santos. Santos de la Marcos the Freeze. Look at him. Look at him. Santos de la Marcos. But as I was saying, Ryse's combat stems more from the Arkham Asylum side of things, where you might have it has the standard, basically it's more about attacking and parrying and then building up your rage meter, and then either healing yourself, executing a fatal move, or one of the other options they had. Like, I think the other thing was gaining more XP, you know. And that's just like Batman, where you keep countering, you keep doing the attack buttons, and you just build up to your special move, where you can press a couple of buttons and you can do a special execution. The actual flow of combat between both games, Arkham Asylum and Ryse, is pretty similar, even down to them having a counter button. Now Ryse has a parry button, you know, but so it doesn't auto counter, but it's basically the flow of combat is still attack, parry, attack, parry, attack, build up your special, and then unleash it. And you know what? It's fun. I'm not saying that, oh, because the combat system is more linear, that it's actually bad. No. What I'm saying is that, like, this game is just a lot more, you have a lot more freedom. Like, yes, you can just mash the buttons and go in. God of War has always been like that. Like, apparently in testing, they have a guide that always sees if you can go through the whole game by just mashing the square button. No word of a lie. But this game, the combat is so much freer. You can hit the enemies up into the air, slash them a couple of times, then use your bow while they're all still in the air. And the thing is, that's not something that's immediately easy to do. You're going to actually have to get used to the combat system, not only to the controls, but to the flow and the actual just timing and stuff. So you're going to actually, basically there's levels. You can be very creative. And here's the thing, I've only just started playing. Like, this isn't my first turn up. Let's say I've played about 4 hours and I haven't even got to the upgrade screen, and I'm already having non-linear battles. And you can also fight without the Leviathan axe. So I can knock somebody up in the air, hit them with the Leviathan axe, throw it at them, then pound them while they're air, boot them across the screen, retrieve my Leviathan axe and use it on something. This game is just, to quote Hip Hop Gamer, this game is fire. And I can understand if there's certain PC games which are just seething with jealousy. That was so good I had to eat a chip on that. So,
okay.
I don't really want this to be too much of a long video, but I know that there's not much combat around this part here. But what I really want to say is that both games are good in their own merits. Obviously, Ryse isn't on the level of God of War, and I reckon we will see another Ryse because one, I think the game sold reasonably well, even though it was panned critically. But I reckon they was always going for, okay, we want this to be our version of God of War. Like it's Microsoft's they've got their own protagonist with their story of revenge now. Do you know what I'm saying? So now all they have to do is just build on it. Oh no, but Maximus kind of died in the end. Shit, I forgot. Well, maybe he can come back to life like Kratos does. But yeah, this game is definitely worth the hype. I will say that. God of War. Now, initially, I'm so happy I'm playing it now. Like 2 weeks after release, because I'm playing it and completely enjoying it on its own merit. You know, I've avoided all the spoilers, I've avoided all the reviews and stuff like that, and it's really hurting me that I had to avoid the Digital Foundry text thing, because I really want to see what this game is actually pushing and running and how it's performing. But to tell the truth, like, okay, performance and stuff, like, okay, performance is important, I'm not gonna lie, it is very important. Like, playing this game and it being jerky as F would not be anything enjoyable. But when people make performance the main point of gaming, I don't understand that, because this isn't 4K 60, but to say that what you're getting from this isn't good would be crazy. Would be straight up nonsense. So yeah. Let's give this game some airplay time though. I taught you guys ears off for 12 minutes straight. Let's see if we can get some gameplay time, some airplay time for this game, okay? Slow down, boy. Miss it.
Hunting deer, not chasing it.
Yes, Father.
I love Kratos' parenting. Firm.
You broke our bridge. How are we gonna get across?
Step aside.
Be that.
Hold! What are you doing? Now his guard is up. Only fire! Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry.
Be better. Gangster.
Fight it.
Told you, that's why people love Santos. That's one thing about Ryse, like the character Maximus, he definitely did not have Kratos's charisma. And it's cool, okay, because Ryse was trying to be its own thing in a way, story-wise. Obviously the guy didn't have to exactly be like Kratos, but he had no character whatsoever. Get out of here. Let's go. See? Look, what's that? Okay. See, you can't do... Oh, press the wrong button. See, you can't do things like that in Ryse, man. Dude! I mean, you can parry in Ryse. Where the hell was that, dude? Oh, I missed him. Oh. Let's see if I can get the combo. Oh, I'm missing them. Oh, jeez. Okay, nice. There we go. And I could have hit him more times. Oops, late with my parrying. See, you can't do stuff like that in Ryse. And remember, I haven't even gone into...
They've never come this
right there, I didn't even go into... I didn't even fight barehanded, basically. You know, that was all with the weapon. And that was all me just trying to land a combo because my execution is trash. But yeah, I'm new to this game, so it is what it is. But still, you know, like, the combat is kind of varied. I think, like, that kind of spoke for itself right there. Hold on, let me grab these extra trinkets.
You wouldn't be able to temple. My mom told me never to go home.
We do what we please, boy.
We do what we please, boy. Alright, but yeah, that's it. I basically made my point, man. This game is just a different beast in Ryse, man. And like, especially when we get into aspects of story, like, it would be overkill.
Should we be in here?
So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Shout outs to all the subscribers. Make sure you like, rate, comment, all that great stuff. Peace.